the ChordStylePiano.com video series, Learn Piano for Free. My name is Jerry Baird. I have been playing piano since 2004, and I've been teaching lessons since 2007. If you're interested in the way that I'm recording these videos, this is a program called Classroom Maestro. It captures and shows the notes for each note that I hit, both on the keyboard and on the piano staff. And I'm just using a Logitech webcam to capture the lower part here with the keys, and Camtasia. I'm also using a Yeti Blue microphone, Yamaha synthesizer. Today we're going to be learning Row, Row, Row Your Boat. And if we look here at the chords, we have a C chord and a G7 and a C. There's only 3 chords in this whole song. This is song 15 in the Clear and Simple Chord Style Piano Book 1 book. And that's available at ChordStylePiano.com. So let's play a basic version of this. If we look at the hand movements, we start with our thumb on middle C. And then we're going to do something a little different with the fingering. We're going to cross our thumb underneath our middle finger when we get to the E, so that we can keep going high enough to play the rest of these notes. So it's a little hard to see, I know, but let me show you what that looks like. And just about lost my music there off the stand. So we have our thumb playing middle C, our index finger playing D, middle finger playing E, and then I'm going to tuck my thumb under so that I can get up to the rest of these. So I start here on C, thumb, index finger, middle C, and then tuck my thumb under, like that. So I'll play a basic version, and then I'll show you a cool pattern that works for a lot of songs. Notice again, this is in 6/8 time. So we're going to have 6/8 notes in a measure. So let me show you what that looks like on the keyboard. Here about mistakes. There's a few different ways you can make mistakes at the piano. One of them is playing the wrong note, and the other is a rhythm mistake. So any kind of hesitation is it could be a rhythm mistake. When you make mistakes, if you're performing live in front of other people, I think the goal is to do everything that you do and make it sound like you did it on purpose. That might sound a little weird in the beginning stages, but sometimes mistakes aren't that bad. They can sound okay, and if you just keep going as if the mistake never happened, people will think, oh, what a unique twist on Row, Row, Row Your Boat. But if you pause, if you draw attention to it, if you stop and try to correct it, it will not sound very good to those who are listening. And when you're practicing, it can be different. When you're practicing, if you ignore mistakes, then you might learn those mistakes and play them over and over again. So if you're practicing, sometimes you want to just pass over the mistake as if it didn't happen. But especially if it's a recurring mistake, you want to pause, work on that section of the music until you can play it correctly, and then play the whole song. So let me show you this technique. This is one of the first patterns that I learned. So if you look at our C chord here, it's a C, an E, and a G. Drop the E, we just have C and G. This is called a power chord. Sometimes you hear these in rock music. And if we add a C up here, and then we make this into an arpeggio. So let me go through that slower. Here we have our C chord. We have the first note is a C, the second note is an E, the third note is a G. We're going to drop the E. We just have a C and a G. middle C, like that, and make it into an arpeggio. Now if you notice, if I do this, I end up kind of sharing my thumbs on middle C. That's okay, but what I can also do is just move my right hand up to a different C. And the notes will just be a little higher, but they'll sound otherwise the same. So let me play this with this technique. G, we're going to, we can either do a G7, which would be, so normally our G7 looks like this. So I'm just going to pretend that there's not a 7 on the G and just play it like a normal G chord. So a G chord has a G, a B, and a D. I'm playing this kind of low, but it's in the root position. So the G chord we've learned earlier was in this position, D, G, B. So I'm taking this B and I'm putting it down here, and I'm taking this G and I'm putting it down here. Now we have this chord in the root position. This might be a little hard to follow at first, but I'm going to drop the B and then add this G here. So I have G, D, G, G, D, G, C, G, C, G, D, G. So at the end there, I'll just do. So let me do the whole thing again. And makes for kind of an interesting sound, and you can use that with a lot of different songs and make it sound really interesting. Thanks for watching.